It's the afternoon of April 8th. Massive Israeli airstrikes shake Lebanon. It's the deadliest day in Israel's campaign this year against Hezbollah, the Iranian-backed Lebanese militia. In the heart of the capital, Beirut, these attacks killed dozens, including civilians, according to our reporting. We found that at least 7 densely populated neighborhoods were hit without any warning. The strikes came hours into a temporary ceasefire between the US and Iran. According to Israel, the deal didn't extend to Lebanon. Here's how the attacks unfolded. That day, there were Israeli strikes throughout the country. On social media, the Israeli military posted warnings for Beirut's southern outskirts, where Hezbollah has a strong presence. The air campaign begins just after 2 p.m. in these areas. Then, there's a flurry of blasts extending further north, into the center of the city. One attack is on this bustling neighborhood, which is filled with shops and restaurants.
As I was walking, I was recording a video for my friends. We heard something. We didn't know what it was exactly, then they just started hitting continuously.
Surveillance cameras show people out and about, suddenly running for cover. Cell phones capture smoke rising from a strike as 2 more missiles target the area.
I was with my nephew. We were in the gym and they just bombed, no warnings.
The Israeli military hit this building and a large warehouse across the street. According to residents, the facility was being used by Hezbollah for storing food and other aid. Lebanon Civil Defense said 25 people were killed. One of the victims was Nader Khalil, who worked at the nut roastery on the corner for over 3 decades. Further north, this upscale neighborhood is also hit. A strike rips through a portion of an 8-story residential building, just behind the historic Ain al-Mrayzeh Mosque. Lebanon Civil Defense said there were 21 killed here. Among the victims were 7 members of the Al-Jalib family.
وشال الهجوم الإسرائيلي على لبنان شن هجوم وضربوا لأولادي أبرياء لهم قاعدين ببيتهم وأمهم وقاعدين عم يتغدوا.
Another area that was attacked is here. Once the smoke clears, we see significant damage to this building. Omar Musa works at a restaurant on the ground floor.
There were customers at the restaurant. People were eating, and when I got out of the building, I was in shock. I was like, what happened? I was expecting a ceasefire because usually they send like evacuation orders, but this time there was nothing.
Across the country, the death toll surpassed 300 people, according to authorities. Over 1,000 more were injured. Israel says it often issues warnings to civilians before attacking, but that it's not legally required to do so if it would undermine its operations. The Israeli military did not warn residents before striking central Beirut on April 8th. Our reporting found that at least 50 people were killed in 3 of those neighborhoods, including civilians with no known links to Hezbollah, as well as children. The Israeli military declined to comment on those specific strikes. In a statement, it said it had struck command centers and Hezbollah infrastructure across the country. It also said the militant group operates close to civilians, adding that the strikes killed what it described as 250 terrorists. Hezbollah did not respond to a request for comment. A week after the attacks, President Trump announced a ceasefire that reduced fighting across Lebanon.